What's up? What's up? What's up, good people? We have the final episode of NBC Found. On the panel, I got myself, I got Miss Kira, and I got Mo. But of course, considering this is the final episode, we cannot go out and let the people down without us having a special guest. Mo, can you please bring up our special guest?
Ta-da!
Hi.
Yes,
Hey, special guest.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. Welcome back.
we have
Yes.
we
Thank
have
you
the
for having me.
Detective Shaker, Anissa Johnson in the building. We're glad to have her.
Thank you.
Whew. So who want to get started? Look, what is your thought? Like, look,
I
mm,
know. I know.
Mm.
I know. Yes, it's
Mm.
like,
But keep
yo,
the faith at the same time.
right.
Well,
We need a miracle worker. Lord. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
what can I?
All prayer warriors on deck.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Please. This one, this broke my heart.
Mm. Broke my heart.
I know, I know. It's like, ugh, it really made me sick to the stomach. I'm like, oh God.
And it was worse after we watched the last episode. It was like,
Yes, it was really a good punch.
Oh yeah.
ugh.
We had plans in place.
Okay.
As we
But it's not over. It's not over. We still have hope.
Look, for real. So, like, what are your thoughts when you heard the news? Like, because I know what my thoughts was. I was every other cuss word. Mm-hmm.
I was in shock, I think.
Okay.
Um
Me too.
I think that's the biggest point. I was in shock because there was so much promotion all of a sudden going on that I didn't see it coming, so to speak.
None of
Um,
us did. Like,
yeah, I don't think
what?
none of us in the cast, the crew really saw that coming. So,
Oh, okay.
um,
Okay. Whew.
Yeah, we
that was
were
tough.
waiting for the season 3 release, Green
All right.
thumb, green
Green
light,
light.
something, thumbs up.
And well, first of all, I want to say thank you to you guys and all the fans because y'all went hard in the paint for us. Y'all still going hard in the paint for us, and we appreciate it. I'm like, don't stop, can't stop, won't stop.
Yes.
And just keep going. We are beyond grateful for you guys. I mean, we all we wanted to do was put out good work
Yeah.
and bring light to the issues that's going on right now. So many people are missing, and so yeah, it's a necessity. A show like that is a necessity, and what NK created is a
yeah.
beautiful thing. So I think my heart is broken, but it broke more for her because I know her heart's intent
Hmm.
for making and creating that show
Yeah.
Mm,
and how important of a subject it is.
Yeah.
So I think that's what kind of bothered me more than anything. And yeah, I was down for a couple of days, but you know, I had the right people around me to uplift me and
Hmm.
remind me of there's hope. It's not a done deal fully. Maybe done with NBC, but it's not a
Hmm.
done deal fully.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. I was thinking
Yeah.
like 911, like what happened with 911. They was over Fox, then they went over to ABC.
I was about to
You
say
know,
that.
same thing with Manifest. Manifest went to Netflix, and I think they got some seasons renewal. They had some new seasons
Yeah.
added in. So it's not done, prayerfully.
Yeah.
It's just
Hopefully, just a
important.
pause and yeah.
That's how I look at it. It's a pause. Like God
Pause.
has a bigger plan
Yeah.
for all of it. You
mm,
know what I mean? And
Yes.
that's what gives me hope and grace, about it. So
Yes.
yeah.
mhm.
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
we were saying last week there's like not another show that's on that's like this show.
Right
So it's,
now. Yeah.
we got to get it back.
Yeah. The only thing that's similar, but actually it's not like it at all, but it's Alert. But it's not, that's they're two different
Yeah.
worlds. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's nothing like it at all.
So whenever you found out the news about the show getting canceled, if you don't mind me asking, where was you at the time? I know you live in Atlanta, I believe, right?
Yes, I live in Atlanta. I'm trying to think, where was I? I think Bill texted me.
Oh, Bill. Okay.
I think Bill texted me and was like, "It's done." I said, "Say what?" I
Mm.
said, "Nah." I was like, "I didn't see anything like that, but I know he has some connections and stuff." So I was like, "Mm, I'm not sure about that." Hold on
Mm.
a second. Where are you going?
Hey there,
No,
Lonnie. Lonnie
it's
busy.
my dog just came out.
Hello, doggy.
AC, go back. What are you doing out here? Can y'all see her? Y'all can't see her, can y'all?
No.
Okay. Ace, I'm talking, so just be quiet. Anyway, sorry. So I think Bill
Uh-huh.
texted me, and then I was waiting for some more information, and I think I'm not trying to think, well, who came next after that. I think I started seeing information about it. Yeah, I think it was information that came in, and I think I had messaged, I think, NK.
Mm.
Mm.
And I
I
figured
think
y'all,
that's it.
I figured you guys might be in some type of NBC found group chat. So I was like,
I, no. You know what? It wasn't NK. It was Brett. I think Brett wrote me. Yeah,
okay,
I think it was Brett. Yeah, Brett wrote me
okay.
before I sent a message to NK.
Mm.
So yeah,
Mm.
it was Brett that I think co-signed on it. Yeah, no, I think the lead cast might be in a group text, a chat. I'm not sure,
Okay.
but me and Bill, we have our own little chat thing going on. So and then me and Brett, and then NK, and then some of the crew. So,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a little heartbreaking. You know where I was at? I was at the
Oh,
the YMCA when I got that text. I was at the pool, and then I went and checked my phone, and I saw that's where I was. Yeah.
mm. Mm. Mm.
Mm. Mm.
I had to sit down for a second because I was like, I know I didn't just read that.
Right, because we all, all the fans. I'm pretty sure everybody who works on the show, behind the scenes, all the actors, all the production, everybody. We all,
Yeah.
or when's that season 3 announcement coming along? Like we know we're getting towards the end of the season. Why hasn't a deadline article dropped yet saying, "Hey, NBC Found's been renewed"? But they dropped the article, but it was not the article that we wanted. So we all was kind of like on pins and needles, waiting,
Mhm.
hoping for a renewal. We didn't know there was going to be a complete bloodbath, not only for NBC Found, but for a bunch of other
Oh
NBC
yeah.
shows.
Yes. Ooh,
Yeah.
that was a slaughter.
That was tough. Like the irrationals, I didn't see that coming either as
Mm.
much. I am glad that Jermaine Davis did get her show. Brilliant Minds got renewed because that's
Mhm.
another important show.
Yeah.
So I was very thankful for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we were planning out storylines in our head before we even got to the last episode. What are we going to see? What do we need to see?
So I
Mhm.
truly appreciate all the information that was coming out on the in our Twitter chats, and people
Mhm.
thinking that I was working with Sir at certain points, and I had read the scripts by that time, so I was just like, oh, I'm loving the thought process and the ideas. I was like, oh, I never thought of
Cause,
it like that.
Cause Shaker was MIA, kinda, but we heard
Yeah,
your name. We heard
oh
Shaker.
my,
I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, but we just didn't see
Don't
I,
Shaker.
bring up the name without the face. Where's the face?
I know that there might have been a little mix up. I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was gonna be rectified in season 3.
Mm.
So
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I was about to say, hold on, Shaker and Sir, everybody get a Shaker villain origin story? Like she a double agent? What's going on here?
Right.
Yeah,
That would
no,
be so.
Jada was around a lot. I heard my name quite a bit. So, um,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
all in a as we watch these episodes weekly, we all miss you and Bill as well. Because like whenever the whole cast is not formed together, we start wondering where's this person at, and we get it. You know what I'm saying? We
Hmm.
parks, but we still wonder sometimes, like, where are you at? Where's Bill at? You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. Yeah. I know. It was so much story that had to be told. So when that happens, things can go a little left sometimes. So
Mm,
because they have to, storylines take their own,
Like,
twist and turn. There was a lot that needed to be told with the story of Jamie
mm-hmm.
and Margaret. So, but with that, there's so many other cast pieces that come in, the guest stars of that week and things like that. So, you know, and we're on a time crunch, you know what I mean? Like there's technically we're only getting 45 minutes maybe to
Yes.
tell all of that story. And we shoot about 50 something pages, and not all of it is, you don't get to see it all. I mean, when I tell you the writers are writing their tails off,
mm,
oh, I only wish that you can see everything that they put out. I mean, because we shoot it all, but then we have to chop it down to meet the time.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all are it's so many pieces I think even within the writing that I wish could be told. And also what I'm thinking in my head, I don't know if this will happen, but if we get another venue to another place to tell these stories, maybe we won't have to fight with commercials. You know what I'm saying? Like Netflix,
right.
you
That would
don't
be
have
nice.
commercials. And that would be lovely to be able to tell the whole story the way it's written. I
Mm.
personally think. I'm not sure if that's how it works. I'm hoping that's how it works because I
Yeah.
think we'll be able to give you the full hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we're just as invested in those stories as we are the cases. So it's important.
Absolutely. And then when I tell you they can write and they be writing, I mean, I I'm awestruck every time I read one of these scripts. And then I'm like, oh my God, but you missed that piece. Oh, we can't show that piece. Not enough time for that piece. I mean, because stuff get cut out. I mean, I had several scenes that didn't make the cut that were amazing, like written just beautifully, but
Wow.
they have to cut it. What's going to keep the story moving?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
sometimes that's too much when you under a time crunch.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's something that we have to do. I'm hoping that won't be a problem moving forward.
You know,
Yeah.
I think a lot of people would be happily satisfied if you guys were able to go to Netflix under a 10 episode or maybe a 13 episode. I'm gonna ask you, would you be down with that? 'Cause like you said, we get an hour.
Every day, all day, every day. That's what actually I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
I'm believing that's the situation.
Okay. Okay.
That's what I'm believing for.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not the voice of power to be. So, but I'm just hoping that is the situation. I think that would be a good opportunity to tell these stories, maybe in a small bite-sized portion, but it'd be good for all the cast too, because they're away from home from their families and things. So,
Yeah.
you know, to be able to give that type of break, to be able to still tell meaningful stories and tell the whole script would be beautiful.
Mm, mm,
you
mm.
know so that's how I'm looking at it. I'm praying that that's an option.
Okay.
Same here. Because we love it. We are loving it. We have another panelist, Tamika's Den. Tamika, do you have any questions
Hey, Tamika.
about that? Uh-oh.
Hey y'all, can you hear me? I'm sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. Sorry to be late. I don't really have a question. I just kind of piggyback on from what I already was hearing y'all say. Like I missed seeing you in the last episodes. I was like, well, wait a minute, we keep hearing her name. Where's she at? Because I feel like you usually come in and kind of, you know, get them together, point them in the right direction, and sometimes
Yeah.
give us that chuckle we need because things be getting heavy. And so I thought your presence definitely was missed. And I was like, we could have used a little bit more of that. And I'm just,
Mhm.
just like everybody else, I'm heartbroken and I'm praying and hoping and pushing. I've been telling everybody about this show. I just think it just gives such a different perspective that we don't see on TV. And there's so much more stories to tell. And I want it. Like, I don't want this to end.
Yes.
Yeah. Same.
Thank you. I appreciate that. that the fact that you even cared, that just warms my heart. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really wish I was there more. And I know they did too. So
Yeah.
moving forward, I'm sure I will be.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Come on, season 3.
Yes, come on, season
We
3.
can wait a little bit. Just bring it back.
I know. I'm also looking at these what are they? They have, I think KK has it out there where
Oh,
they're the petitions.
Petitions. Yeah.
Yes, the
Yeah.
petitions. There's like quite a. I think there's a couple of them, but
Yeah, I
I
saw
know
quite a
she
few.
has one
Well,
that's
I
at
need to
5,000
find
or
all of
something.
them. I know I signed one. I need to get
Okay.
all of them.
I think it's on at least 2. Yes.
Yeah, I need to find them too. I signed one already, but I need to sign some more. Okay, so even though you wasn't in the season finale, what are your thoughts on it? How did
Oh
the
my
season?
God. Okay, so y'all know I read that long before y'all seen it. So
Yeah.
read that in the writers' room a long time ago. About
oh my God. I'm like, the stuff they come up with, I'm like, are y'all okay? Because it's crazy. The writers, the 2 writers that wrote the last 2 scripts, which are of course NK and
Mhm.
Bree, and they are amazing human beings in the first place. But I just how they left us with a cliffhanger like that again.
Mhm.
Oh,
I know.
again.
I
there's
didn't
no
see that
true
with Sir.
ending. Yeah, like you don't what's up with Sir? I mean, like
Right. It's
that's
not
so
like
easy
Yeah.
with your way. And I wasn't real clear. I'm like, wait, did he
Right.
get shanked or did he shank himself? I'm like, what's
Right.
going on?
exactly.
I
So
could see the Gabby thing, but I was like, what's going on with Sir?
Right.
right. Yeah, that part and the Gabby part, we kind of knew that was probably going to be
Yeah.
coming. She was dealing with a lot of, you know, internal turmoil about that because it kept getting
Yep.
reused against her.
Mhm.
So I could kind of see that part some, but ooh, I don't know. I don't know what we gonna do. And that's also something else I was thinking about, that there's so much more story to tell too, because you still need to know more about Zeke's past. You still need to know more
that part.
about Karen's past. You need to know about Shaker's past. I want to
Mhm.
know what's the relationship with Bill,
And heavy
well,
boots.
Captain Mary and
Heavy
his
boots.
father. Like they 2 linked up. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some things that need to be hashed out, washed out, and
Okay.
dealt with.
Yeah.
So there's still so much more story to tell. So I don't know, y'all. Oof.
I wouldn't even mind getting a little bit, even though she was like my least favorite person in the world. And now that we got Lena behind bars, to get a little bit of her story. So
A
No, yeah,
flashback.
absolutely. Because the way that she was mentally thinking, and also we kind of don't know the full story of what happened with Sir and his mom or Lena,
Mom.
or
Mhm.
who stabbed who's because remember Sir kept saying he never killed anybody.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
So Lena accidentally killed the brother. We know that.
Well, I'm gonna be surprised she did her mom.
Right. And then Sir, did he cover it up? You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? So he's always trying to cover stuff up for people or take care of people. And he always was covering for his family members.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like even down to the abuse of his mom.
Mm.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
how he even earlier on in season 1, we got more insight into about how he got the name of Sir. You know what I mean? And I think that also because that woman that took care of him somewhat, she was African American. I think that's what linked him to wanting to do for Gabby the way he wanted to.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. I can see that.
So I mean that's just my thoughts on it. But what y'all think?
Hey there.
I can see that. I always felt
I
like there was
agree with
some
you.
connection with that lady. I was like, what is the connection with that lady? And we never went back to what was the one with the red bow? They mentioned her in the finale episode.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I forgot her name.
I can't remember her name.
The red bow.
Yeah.
The girl before.
I know. I'm trying to think. Oh, because she was the one that he convinced to go away, basically. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He put her in a mental health institution, or convinced her parents or whatever, put her in a mental health institution.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
That's what you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just can't think of her name. Can't think of her name.
Right. Ooh,
And
But
I'm
we
I'm
have
so
so
putting that
many
in
different
there.
stories that we can get into. Like you said, Trent's
Yes.
dad, what's going on what's going on with, heavy boots,
Right.
not heavy boots. Sir
Right.
dropped the
Okay,
And
they
with the
say
heavy
Annie.
boosted Gabby
Annie.
situation, you know what I
Okay,
mean?
that's her
Well,
Mm-hmm.
name, Annie.
Annie. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
y'all
Y'all be
be
saying
on.
that
on it. Y'all be on it.
last week. Sorry, I was saying when we was up here last week, we were saying that it's still so many different stories, so many different directions they could take it, and we want to know and we want to see all these stories play out. It's like you got the cases that they working on, and then you have
Mhm.
the individual, Gabby and
Relationships. Individual
Gabby
relationships.
Wilson. So yeah, like Zeke, we want to know and see all these things. Even in this last episode, how we get the flashbacks, and we still was learning and seeing different aspects of Margaret that we didn't see. And Margaret started out the season irking my damn nerves, even though I be trying to understand her. But I was like, "Girl, you doing too much." But then towards the ending of it is like, I'm like, "Yeah, Margaret, all right." Even though I wanted her to bop up, what's the name, Carrie, that
Harry.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted her to give her a couple more bops, but other than that, I was like, all right, I'm Team Margaret now.
Yeah. That
Okay.
And
scene
just
though.
taking us through all the emotions.
Yeah,
Mm.
that scene though was everything for me. The way they captured that with Margaret over her shoulder, talking into her ear like that. Oh my God, that
Ooh,
shot
the
was
whisper.
everything. And you saw you saw Carrie processing and it. Oh my God, that was so. I was actually there when they shot that scene, and
Oh,
Wow.
I was on
really?
set, and so I was watching. I mean, woo! I mean, it's one thing. So the last episode I was on set for, I think Mark Paul's last day. So I got to watch the scene where they was in when Shanola came in and was talking to him at the table, and then I also saw the Carrie scene, and I tell you, I love our crew, the magic that they can create and the vision. Oh my God, they are so freaking talented, and to be able to get in that tight and watch that woman's
Mm-hmm.
eyes like that, and watch Margaret give her all of that in her ear, like you, girl, you will never, like, you know what I mean? Like you could just see the tears well up in her eyes and the realization that she had to come to in that
Yep.
moment. Oh my God, that was everything for me.
It's giving it good acting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We got some talent out here, y'all. There's some talent out in these streets.
Yes.
Really.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
What about Zeke and Lacey? I thought they were gonna spin the block and be like, "What's happening? What about Trent and Gabby?" Like, I thought that one scene, but it was on the counter. I thought he put his gun down. I was like, "Oh my God, they about to kiss, right?" Like that's
Really?
You was like
Good
so
Lord.
close. So close.
season 3, man. We needed that.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's so much more left that needs to be dealt with. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I want the season 3. And I really, really am hoping for it to go somewhere that where you can tell the whole, like that whole script, like the whole script, where you get it all and it's not impeded by necessarily commercials per se. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
commercials would come, or somewhere where you can get all of it and it's not cutting in where you can't get the full hour. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, we know
I
what you're
need that. I need
saying.
that joint to go down like that.
Yes.
So y'all send all the petitions out there. Every last one you come across, just go ahead and sign it because yes, we
Please.
need it.
Fingers
Yeah.
crossed.
So much story left that need to be
So
told.
much.
So
So much. And I want it for NK. I just do. I mean, she is truly a blessing, y'all. She really is. Her hard work with All American Homecoming
mm-hmm.
and found, like,
Yeah.
she is a godsend. Just her heart to tell stories. And then all of our writers, their hearts to tell stories the way that they do. And that's so many people that technically are out of work right now. So it's like,
Yeah.
and it's hard to have such a dope writers room like that. Like, I mean,
Mhm.
that's not every day you get that much talent in one room.
Yeah, because
That
these
much of a
cases
gift.
that be coming up with, I'd be like, what?
Yeah, like
Some of these-
the acrobats, the language acrobats that they do, and that they write in such a way that they know you separate from the show, that they write for you in a way that it makes it easy to tell. You know what I'm saying? It's not hard for me. The words just come out. Like, they know my essence, they know my energy, they know me. And so
Okay.
it's rare that you get that, where
Yeah.
it's not as hard to speak truth to the character.
Mm.
And so I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for them and their heart to tell such a beautiful story.
Yes. As a fan of All American and All American Homecoming, let NK know we're still waiting on that season 8 renewal. Hopefully.
Oh yeah. I'm watching that too, y'all. I mean, I'm heavy in, like, I don't miss.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's and I know they made a big change with going younger, bringing the younger, but they're good.
They are. They blew me away.
That young talent is good. Like, they're and the transition, because I wasn't sure. I know it probably took a lot of people back that are fans of the show, like them letting go of some of their main cast and bringing them in as guest stars here and there. But I tell you, I mean, they are such gifts too. Like, the talent that they're able to pull together to create these shows is just beautiful.
Absolutely.
And that has to do. It starts with the leader. It starts
Yeah.
with who runs the show and whose heart is behind it. And man, yeah, beyond grateful. Yeah.
You have any other questions or thoughts?
No.
Miss Kara is quiet over there.
The brain just goes. It goes. There's always something going on up there. I'm just even thinking about this episode, and we got into Don and Don's past, and now it's like all that we don't have and we're waiting for. So it's just been a great season. I was really excited that we got more episodes this season, only to not get season 3. So
yeah, because I know we were about to go deeper into Karen's backstory. And Zeke's backstory.
Yeah.
Season 3 was knocking at the door with that for you guys. Like, that's what season 3 was about to bring. And so I really want them to have that opportunity, because it's pretty deep storylines, because you got to think all these people that's part of M&A went through some traumatic things that brought them to where they are now.
All right. Together. To fight a bigger cause.
Yeah. I mean, I was thinking about, as I was watching this episode, whenever we saw what's her name come when Gabby and what's her name, when they first met each other with the case. I can't think of her name right now.
Margaret.
I couldn't think of her name. Yeah. Margaret. When Margaret first met Gabby, right, it made me a marvel how they was putting together a team, right? How they was getting ready to assemble the NBC found. Everybody eventually ended up meeting Gabby one-on-one before they could form this team right here. But because everybody has an origin of how they came together to meet Gabby, and we saw it in this episode.
Yeah. And even Gabby's story going in, that she was working for another firm.
Yes.
And then decided to branch out and create M&A. So that was interesting too, to see that progression.
Right.
Because she didn't have full control to do what she needed to do over at that other firm.
Right. So she can,
what I mean?
Solve
and
it the way she
they didn't see the vision.
I say yes, because she's the way Gabby be moving on these cases. I can see why she branch out on her own, because she has that personality, that energy that she cannot be contained. She like about this. She gonna move her way.
Yeah,
like
because we didn't get into the story, I don't believe, of how Karen got with her. Fully. Did we? Fully?
No.
Mm-hmm.
His backstory, his origin of how he met Gabby. I don't think I
I don't
could be.
think we didn't go there yet. I think that's why
No.
that was about to happen.
Hmm.
I
Mm.
think that's what season 3 was supposed to bring.
Mm-hmm. So they was kind of setting up some Easter eggs basically for season 3 when talk about
Yep.
or you know what I'm saying, of all of the characters.
Yeah. Season 3 come through.
Yeah, season 3.
Yeah, that's what I think makes this show so special, because it's like you thinking you know not everything, but I guess a good majority of things, but then they still are able to come and say, nope, look, you didn't know this part, you didn't know that part, and give us
Right.
a little bit of backstory and give us something on the new stuff where we like, well, wait a minute, what's going to happen next? What they going to do now? It's just like, it's so well done.
Very.
Yeah.
Well
And Kay
done.
is going to be blessed to hear that. Thank you. And so is the rest of the team. Yeah.
Okay. Whew. Any more thoughts before we let Mrs. Johnson go?
I was just reading P. Bronson's comments. I don't know if you want to put
Oh,
either of those up or not. It's up to you.
why would they tease us about Heavy Boots? Heavy Boots Daddy and not let us know the full story before canceling the show?
Yeah.
I hear you, P. Bronson. I hear you.
I feel you.
Heavy Boots.
She wanted Gabby and Heavy Boots to get back together too.
Also, why did not let Gabby and Heavy Boots get back together? What?
Why didn't they let Heavy Boots and Gabby get back together? I guess is essentially what she's saying. And you could see it in his eye when he was talking to her. I could see it. He loved
was
that
like,
lady.
we all love you. He was like, we love you. I love you. We love you.
Man, Gabby got a lot going on.
She
You
does.
don't need Boots right now.
Yeah, and I was hoping I'll be working with my partner more in season 3. We were going to be back together.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, because I feel like your character, it kind of keeps, and the other officer Bill, I feel like your character kind of keep them on the straight and narrow path. You know what I'm saying? Like when it comes to the course correction, you kind of get those line respectfully.
Yeah, I can see that. Yes, absolutely. Well, you know,
And we was
and I
pulling
know
you a
me
little
and
bit
Gabby
over to the
started
M&A
working more
side too.
together.
I said we was pulling you a little bit over to the M&A side to, overlook some of like
Sheka did not see it for
Zeke's
them.
little foolishness, She was like, pretend I don't see that.
Right. And I thought, and I love that they started bringing me over there to help with them a little more,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it could have gone a whole bunch of ways.
Yeah. Could have gone.
I could have got tired of working with, DCPD or been a liaison for the, well, I was, what do they call me? A cat? What do you call me? What do you say? A little mouse? What do you call me?
Is it a little mouse?
A little birdie. Call me a little birdie.
Oh, okay.
That's what it is. I was like, wait, cat, mouse, birdie? It was all around.
You said
Call
one
me a
of
little
them.
birdie. Yeah. So I was, keep him up to date on stuff. So yeah, I mean, I felt like there was so much more connective
That's a lot they could do.
pieces that could have happened between me and M&A, as well as, with the DCPD being more of a liaison and, helping out.
Right.
Being a
Well, you
voice
guys
of
keep
reason.
your little notes and we're going to keep signing our petitions.
Yeah. Yes, P. Bronson. Jamie won us over. He ended up being a real son. But why didn't they let us know the communication with the family? Yeah, because we was coming over here. We was like, he can't be the real son.
I know. They was like, there's no way that's Jamie, the real Jamie. I remember y'all was saying that.
Yep. Said it was a scheme that Sir had set up for sure.
Yes.
That was Lena's son. We had all kinds of theories. All kinds of theories.
And then he was meeting up with them separately. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was like,
that's
what you doing?
Right. And then Carrie came to the picture. I'm like, oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming either originally. So I was like, wait. Oh yeah,
No,
she
because I thought
was
it was that
around.
lady in
I just,
the living room at the house. I
until
Right.
they
I
thought.
was like,
start
oh, she
doing
was
more
around.
flashbacks. They did more
Mm.
flashbacks, so you kind of are like, okay, somebody in the past.
Yeah.
So if you
And that's
go back to each
also something
flashback,
that's different. I was gonna say that's
yeah,
also something different that separates us from any other show. The jump back and bring it. I think that's a beautiful mix too. And them giving you the timelines and the years and how many days it's been since she was released or she's broke out. Like all those things, even to the last part with Margaret, jumping back and telling when that
mm-hmm,
exactly happened and how that affected her and how she became so dedicated to Gabby and the
mm-hmm,
team. You know what I mean? Like the stakes that was raised with that. And the fact that Gabby took on her case for free. You know what I mean? Like, and was invested into finding her child the way she wanted to find her child.
Right. Right. Right.
yeah. So yeah, that was a shock for the character that he hasn't told his family, his dad or his family members what happened to him
Mm.
or who it was, or that was a shock. So that's
It's on the
something that could have
table.
came up
Yep.
right
Mhm.
on the table. Is right with the whole Zeke thing. So yeah,
And also the fact that Sir was trying to get Zeke to come out his house. Like that was his effort to try to like will he ever get out the house,
That's
So close.
yes.
so close,
I
but
thought Lacey was going to get him out the house.
Oh,
Lacey
he
just
got some
might.
That's what
issues.
I was saying last week. I'm like, we never gonna know if Zeke leave the house.
Right.
It's
Lacey
so
might be the
much
one.
different.
yeah.
Right. Lacey might be
Lacey,
the one to
Right.
get him out. Season
Yeah,
three. Season three might tell us.
Mhm.
and Zeke got to work through his
Right.
own issues first
Yeah.
to make that happen, along with Lacey help,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah. We got to see
that's
Zeke on the stoop,
support.
though, at least outside on the stoop.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
La-
close.
yeah, Lacey was getting ready to take Zeke cardigan shopping at J.C. Penney. You know what I'm saying? But
Not cardigan shopping.
and you know he loves.
He love a good cardigan, don't he?
He loves
Yes,
I like.
that's his jam.
I feel like Zeke wearing his 24/7 like year round. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Now he wear 24/7 year round. That's
He gonna
funny.
give you a sweater. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a good shoe game. I don't know if y'all see that. It's in the background, but he be having his shoe game.
Yes, I saw that. I'm like, where are
His
you
shoe game
going? To
Yeah,
your living room?
he's like walking straight through the door to get my package. You absolutely correct.
Fresh, not dirty,
His
not
feet can stay
creased.
fresh. No creases.
Mm-hmm.
Stay fresh, no
Coordinating.
creases.
Yes, we gonna miss these group chats
Oh,
about the show. Yeah. Don't make us
Well,
cry,
listen, we
people.
got to stay positive and we got to keep
yes.
fighting. I remember, and I was saying this to them last week, I remember when Manifest was, taking off. And I was one of the ones that kept tweeting about it and signing petitions. So I feel like I helped. And then it got moved over to
Okay.
Netflix. So we could always have hope. We got to fight the power, y'all. Okay? Keep staying in the
Yes.
Yes.
fight and
This
keep it
not over.
going. Right.
It's
It's
not
not
over. It's just
over.
a new chapter, right?
Yes.
Not over, a new chapter. That's what we
Just a little
looking for.
pause.
Not over, a new chapter.
Yeah, that's what I'm definitely hoping for that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think it can happen. We got to talk and
Yeah.
affirm in the positive.
Oh
It will
yes.
happen.
It will.
It shall.
Just a little pause. We will wait. Don't
Little
make us
pause.
wait too long.
Yes.
She
Little
said
pause.
yes, a little pause. India Garcia, thank you for coming through. She says, Sir Hugh trying to fix things with the team was so crazy. Like, sir, how are you going to help them with their own trauma? Why he delusional himself?
I be traumatizing everybody else in the process.
Thank you. That is wild. That's crazy. I said that too. I'm like, okay, you trying to. That's the
Trying
issue
to
with
fix
Sir.
the
That's
people.
always been his thing. Fix.
Yeah.
Things. Okay.
Even like you're mine. Dude, that is some heavy language. You're mine. You belong to me.
Mm.
Yes.
I'm like, when you break that down and what he really saying, like, yo, that's crazy.
Yes.
But if you look at how he said it, he believed it. It wasn't even
Exactly.
like delusion. That's what he really believed. He was like, it's a fact.
Mm. Mm.
He believes everything that comes out of his mouth when it comes to
Mark
Gabrielle.
Paul is
Okay.
so damn talented. Mark Paul is so damn
Oh
talented. Let me tell
yes.
Oh
you.
yes.
Let me tell you. And he is so far from star. He is the sweetest person on the planet.
He
And
is
not
killing that
corny.
role for real.
Mhm.
And even
I,
when he was saying that to Gabby, and he was like, I don't want to leave with no damn Lena, because she was talking about him and Lena was going to run together. He's like, it's supposed to be me and you. I said, Gabby, you already know that's what you think.
Okay.
right.
What we
Right.
playing?
Right. But I think it's the crazy part is like, it's weird because he's not necessarily in love with her, but he in love with her. It's just like he don't want a physical, intimate relationship in that way, but the way it comes off is like it's intimate in that way, yet it's not.
Mm.
That
Yeah,
is
we've had that
super, that's even
conversation so
more
many
creepy and more powerful. You dig what I'm saying?
Yes.
And I'm like, dude, I believe what he's saying. He believes this. Mark Paul is freaking, he is that brother. Right. He gifted and talented man.
Yes, very.
One
Very.
way or another, sir believe that him and Gabby were going to escape and they're going to be in love and there's going to be a happily ever ending in his mind,
Yeah.
regardless.
Yep. But they will never have sex. That's how he,
Right. That's all I say. They would never go there.
because that will taint her.
Mm.
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Like she is supposed to be set on a pedestal with flowers around her and just sit there, "Oh," and just be there to observe and look at. No one is to touch her or taint her. Heavy boots would taint her. He can't have it.
Not like she an antique or
Yeah. Oh,
museum piece.
absolutely.
Like she an art piece, a museum
He,
piece. Like what is going on?
he would like to put
times.
her in that glass room that old boy does on You,
Oh
Oh
yeah.
no, not Joe.
Yes,
my
Joe.
baby Joe. Yeah. He would love to have her in there, but he would have flowers. She would eat good. It would smell good. She would be able to breathe. It would be luxurious. But yeah, nobody could get to
Mhm.
her. That's what he really wants.
Being there reading novels and stuff.
Right. Book
Exactly. And
reports.
that's the crazy part because that's how it would be. He would definitely have all the books.
Child. Nightmare. Oh, it'd be a nightmare for Gabby.
Mhm. On everybody's street, not on M, but everybody's.
No, M. Yes, he was definitely getting possessive. Jealous boyfriend.
Yeah. Mm, yeah. So I
Yeah.
guess we could say till soon,
Yes,
not forever.
absolutely.
Till soon.
Till
Yeah.
soon. Soon.
Till
Till
soon.
soon. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think that's all I have. Any other thoughts you want to get out about this finale, you guys? Questions?
Do you have anything else that's going to be coming up while we are waiting for Found to return?
I am, but I nothing exactly on the docs right now on the docket. But I'm sure
Okay.
it will be some stuff. And I will
Yeah, I'm
let y'all
sure it
know.
will.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
We'll
Well,
be
My
watching and
team is
waiting.
working. Yeah, my team is working hard. So
yes. Whatever project you have coming up, I know
Yeah.
fans will definitely be supporting you 100% all the way.
thank you.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Thanks for having me too.
Thanks for coming by. We really
Yes.
appreciate it. We know we had to
Absolutely.
get you up here for the last hurrah. Get your
Yeah.
thoughts on it.
Oh, was there
Well,
Yeah.
anything that
no,
you
the
that you wanted to
pause
say that you
hurrah.
couldn't say last
Yeah,
time?
the
Because
pause.
is there anything that you wanted to say that you couldn't say last time? Now that we wrapped this season, that you couldn't tell us last time, that you were like, "Oh, I want to tell you, but I can't tell you."
Yeah, she
I'm
did do
sure I
that a
wanted to
lot.
tell y'all everything because I was sitting there like, like it was so much going on. And I'm like, oh my God. And I had to always remember, don't say that, don't say that, don't say this, don't say that,
Right. Right. Yeah.
because we were heavy. I think we were almost done. Were we done when I spoke to y'all last? I'm trying to think. We were almost done. I
Close
can't
to it, I
remember.
think. I
I
think you
think
I
we
said you
were,
were
thought I was
close to the
still
end.
shooting or almost done.
yeah, we were
Yeah.
almost done. I'm almost certain because we finished November the 25th, 4th, 4th, 5th, something like that.
Hmm.
So yeah, we were in the can. by
Mm.
that time.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the
There was
king.
a lot to be told, but I wasn't telling nothing.
The question is, do y'all think Sir is dead?
No,
I doubt
Like
it.
he was just laying on some the jailhouse
No.
Raspberry
cafeteria
juice.
tomato paste.
I think I know he
Virginia.
got. It looked to me like he got stabbed up. I get that, but I don't know how much if he did it in
Right.
certain spots that wouldn't kill him so that he can get out of there. Because remember, he's trying to get to Gabby.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I was
I'm
like,
like,
but
did
wait
he
a minute,
fake
what
his
happened to Sir? I wanted that part like 3 times.
Right.
Yeah, I'm putting my
Was in there
detective
crashing
hat
out.
on. I'm putting my detective hat on. I know how smart he is and how he moves. He's very prepared and very precise about what he does.
Yeah.
My thoughts is, nah, he definitely ain't dead because season 3. But he seemed like I think this happened because remember the phone stopped working.
Yeah, he was
So the
spiraling
only
out.
thing he has in his mind is that his sister is about to take Gabby out.
Mm.
So he
Yes.
will do anything he can to get out of prison to get to Gabby and his sister.
Right.
And if anything happens to Gabby, he's definitely gonna kill his sister.
Ooh.
So in season 3, I could see Sir being at a hospital, trying to escape a hospital or something like that. But I wrestled with it forth myself, trying to figure out, is Sir really dead or is he faking it so he can plan some type of grand escape?
He's going to jump off that gurney so fast.
Oh yeah, he may not even get to the hospital if you ask me. He might have stabbed himself in certain spaces that show a lot of blood that aren't major arteries and things like that can make it look like it's a lot of blood, like he hit his head and stabbed himself other places. But by the time he gets put into the ambulance, he get out that bad boy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just me. I don't have any facts. I haven't seen no writing. I don't know anything. But I like to say that I am a very good detective.
Yes.
And that's what I would do because I'm slightly crazy too, you know. So game recognized game.
Right.
Man, I think I mean that's what I would do. If I was thinking along those lines. I mean, I'm not that crazy, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
As an investigator, that's what I would do.
Okay, investigator. Yes.
I was looking at the
I
reaction.
agree. Go ahead, Lawrence.
I was gonna say I was looking at the reactions in real time on Twitter, and everybody on Twitter, for the most part, believe that Sir is really dead.
Really?
Really?
What?
I believe he's gone.
Okay.
But that was a lot of blood, y'all. That was a lot of blood. I can see how they could think that.
That was the jailhouse cafeteria tomato paste. Them big cans.
Yeah, he got a hold of it. He convinced that guy that gave him the phone.
Go get...
Said,
yep.
And I
he's
think
a master of deceit.
That's smart.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why people think he's really dead is because.
Tamika, you on mute?
Wait, I'm on mute?
No, Tamika.
I think one of the reasons why people think he's really dead is because he was freaking out about that phone situation. Like he was in panic mode, big time.
But I don't think that would kill him. I mean, like they would tase him before they would stab him.
Right. Yeah.
And is he thinking?
I'm having bad technical difficulties, but I was saying like that's what was confusing me. That's why I said that I missed something and I kept rewinding it because the last thing we saw was him asking the guard rather asking him about the phone. And he was like, I don't give a damn about the phone. The phone ain't working, nothing ain't working. You know, he was having his fit. And I was like, how did we get to that? To him, you know, having this accident or whatever the heck happened, right? Did he tell the guard he about to throw him something extra on the side if he help him out? Because how did this happen? That was just so confused.
The only other thing,
I think he's gone.
No, I don't think he's gone either. But I can understand what they thinking. Maybe he felt like his sister definitely is going to kill Gabby, so he was like, "I have nothing else to live for. I might as well end my life." That's the only other thing that could be. But I I see him trying to come to the rescue before I see that. But
Yeah.
what do I know? Yeah, that's what I would think. That's what, would definitely keep a
Sir
show
don't
going.
strike me as a type of person to try to take himself out. I just don't see it.
But he would hurt himself a little bit just so he could get out.
Yeah, a little bit.
Absolutely. Like even when I was shooting the scene with Lena when she was in the hospital, it was funny because I would tell her, I was like, I had my own feelings. We didn't have all the scripts yet by that point, so she didn't even know who she was.
Wow.
Which was pretty deep. They was keeping that all on lock.
Okay.
I don't think she even knew that Sir was her brother at that time. But me being me, I had my suspicions of who she was, and I was side-eyeing her all the way. And I told her that day, I keep my enemies close, baby. And I don't trust you. You up here dating my man, because he my partner. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm coming off nice, but I'm watching you because something don't add up. Like you saying you got shot. Well, through the window was the window rolled down? And if he's gonna shoot you, why he ain't shoot you in your face? So I'm like, to me, I'm like, the story ain't making sense to me. The math ain't mathing. And so I told her, I was like, yeah, I got my eye on you though. And I said, I'm gonna play nice, but I don't trust you. And she was like, why? I said, because I don't.
Good eye on.
Wow.
And I don't. I said, so when I said, oh yeah, she's a nice one. Don't mess this one up. But at the same time, I was like side-eyeing her when I was asking her those questions. Mind you, we didn't have all the scripts, like I said. So I didn't know what the deal was, but I had a feeling something ain't right. Because it didn't, me reading it and seeing that she got shot, I was like, did you put your arm? I'm confused. Like how he missed your neck and your face? And somebody that's holding a gun, and we in close, she close. Their cars are close up next to each other. How he missed your face, your neck, your head? You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, that sound fishy to me.
Very, very fishy.
So that's the one thing that I wish I could have shared with y'all at the time. I was side-eyeing her from the door. I look. She's doing the most. And and actually she is the sweetest person ever. So we get along so well. She is mad cool. Danielle is awesome. She's a beautiful talent. And I loved working with her. So
that's cool. Yeah. Oof. I
was gonna say, what was that thought? What was the thought, Mom?
Oh, I was with the whole Lena. It was when you was talking about her, that Christians shot her, and it was like a moment in the season where we put a pause on Lena, and then we came back. It took a minute for them to get back to that. I always found that a little weird. At one point, I'm like, okay, when we gonna get back to that sketchy story? And we never saw Christian body, so I'm like, if I don't see no body, he's not dead. That was in my mind. But until we saw the funeral, I was like, okay, he's gone.
And then again, maybe he not. I ain't never seen nobody.
Right. They had a funeral. I was like, I guess.
I didn't even know he was dead either. I was like, where'd he go?
Watching episode 3. It's gonna be a jaw-dropping episode. Watch out. Everybody, I thought Christian was dead. He's back alive.
Right. I'm like, I just didn't know. I was just like, that's crazy, because like he was just on the we were on set together, and I was just like, where'd he go? Like that was fast. Where happened to Christian? And then, like you said, the story of Lena just kind of faded out some, but I think that was to give that time for it to breathe a little bit, try to get our minds off of it,
and deal with
and
Margaret,
bring her back around.
that boy. Yeah, that was my thoughts on it. So, anybody got any other thoughts for this whole season? Nope. Any questions?
Just a season 3.
All right, come on, season 3. Hello.
Yes, that's the
Hello.
biggest thing.
Yes, the biggest thing. Yes, we need it. We want it.
We desire it. We gotta have it.
Like everybody think Christian's still alive. Okay. Okay. Okay.
They said what? They think he's alive, Christian?
Yeah, Christian.
I
Even
hope
though
so. I mean, anything is possible.
yes. Let's season 3. Let's go. Yes. Come on.
Yeah.
Somebody pick it up.
Please.
So this is a good show.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we've been up here 56
Yes,
minutes
thank you for
talking
staying
about
on.
this.
Oh,
We over your time, honey. Because I'm like, oh, I mean, that's what happened when we just, chopping it up, having a good time, talking about the show that we grew to love, and continuing to hope that it will be a season 3. Somebody, anybody, pick it up.
Everybody.
Yes.
Somebody.
Sign all the petitions that you come across with NBC Found.
Please.
We trying to for season 3. Trying to bring
We cool if Amazon pick it up, MGM Plus pick it up.
Come on.
Paramount.
Netflix.
Right. Paramount.
Anybody that's a stream, Discovery Plus, Apple TV, anybody that's streaming.
Apple, yup, you said it. Apple TV.
Yeah, streaming. Yeah.
Look, even I even go as far as say ABC. You can come back around.
ABC.
Oh, ABC.
Anybody.
Hulu.
I love streaming, but I'll take a network if they want to come through with something.
Right.
Okay. If they want to come back through with something, you got to be a good something.
Yeah.
Got you. There you go.
I love this show. It roped me in from the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like it would do really well on like a Netflix or like a streaming platform like that.
Same here.
Like I feel
without a doubt.
I think like we have much more room to play with. We have much more I don't know, many more opportunities to tell like longer, deeper, shorter stories. Like when I say longer, deeper, I mean like maybe get like actually get you to get the whole story.
Right.
And even in smaller doses, like like you said, 10 to 13 episodes. And then we could keep busting them out because like what was it? Oh gosh, what's my show Shonda Rhimes does on Netflix? My brain is saucing up. Bridgerton. You see, like they roll back into their stuff pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So but there's still smaller doses. I think they give us 10 episodes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
Yes, so, 10 episodes.
Yeah. So if we could just like, what I'm saying, we'd be able to focus more on everybody's storylines that way.
Yes.
I think that
Netflix don't drop the whole season though. Just don't drop the whole season, Netflix. Let us go through it.
Yeah, because they drop everything at one time. I'd be like, nah.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? No, I kind of like it like that because I like I be fiending. I don't want to fiend too tough. You know what I mean? So like Hulu, now if we go over to Hulu, you definitely gonna get that.
Right.
They might give you 3 of the episodes up front, and then you gotta wait.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel about Handmaid's Tale right now. I'm like, bruh, y'all watching that?
Yeah. Well,
yeah, I watched that. That's my guilty pleasure.
But
yeah, that's true.
So yeah, I'm waiting. I'm like, Tuesday not here yet. Come on, y'all.
I don't mind waiting because you can like for
everybody kind of watches things differently. Because me, I'm a binger, especially if it's good. I don't be wanting to wait. I want to know what's happening in the next episode. I'll be done finish the whole damn season. But other people that's too much, So everybody kind of takes it in different doses. And then just as far as being a content creator, it's kind of harder. It's not impossible, but it's harder to cover the whole season because you don't know how the other people are watching. Now, if it's just me watching, I'm gonna go ahead and binge it and get it over with.
Right.
So this is what I was saying.
But either way, we will support it.
Like I was saying, like if we did it that way, it make it easier on the cast too to get their proper break and proper rest.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
agree.
If you had it pushed out, like if you had it all drop at one time, they can get a break. You know what I mean? For a little bit of time and then go back and shoot again. So, which would be helpful to them because a lot of them are coming from LA. So, and we shoot here in Georgia.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So it just I'm just looking out for them in that perspective, like getting time with their family and getting their work in, taking care of the viewers' hearts at the same time, and getting their proper rest. Because we go hard. That's a lot of days of shooting and a lot of hours.
Mm.
A lot of hours.
Long days and long nights.
Long days and long nights. And then Shanola flying home and then coming right back. That's a lot. That's a lot on the body. A lot of wear and tear.
Mm.
Yeah.
Not
And
to
she
mention.
did that. She flew home pretty much every week
Wow. Wow.
to
Yeah.
be there for the kids.
I'm saying she got
So,
kids, so
Yeah. So yeah.
yeah. So that was tough to, being away from the family, and they're school age, so you can't just rip them out. I mean, you could, but you shouldn't,
right.
So she took that on her own body to go back and forth, Friday, red eyes, and then to take on all that content. That's a lot that's 90 plus lines to learn
Woo. Woo.
every week.
Mm.
And be there for your family and take care of your family. So like that's a lot, man.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And she did it though. I give her kudos for that. She did that because that was a lot.
Yes.
I guess you could say that's the non-glamorous side. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, there is that. I mean, it's tough. I mean, we love what we do, like wholeheartedly, but there is a lot of sacrifice in the process of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I am grateful that I'm not one of those people that have to fly necessarily to LA to shoot it. I mean, if I did, I would. But if I had to, I would. But I'm glad I'm home because I have 2 in college and 1 in high school. So for me,
Okay.
I could be there for their games. I could travel to my son's game for college, get back. And they did. They worked with me a lot of times. I was able to get to his game. My other one, I would leave set and go to his high school games. Like, it was a lot of juggling, but I was able to get that. I'd be tired as all get out, but I made it work.
Right. Make it work.
Friday Night Lights was rough. I'd be dipping in all that noise in the stands, and I would still be falling asleep.
It's tough. That's tough. Yeah. So we would like to thank you again for coming through. We're gonna let you go. And hopefully we'll see you in the near future when season 3 come out. Okay.
Oh yeah, fact. And then we be like, see, I told y'all we back. Like,
All right. You back.
y'all ready?
All right. Well, you enjoy your evening. You have a wonderful evening. So
Thank you.
see you in the near future, girl.
Yes, love y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes. So y'all ready? We're gonna do this in 20 minutes to talk about this episode.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
This finale. We're gonna talk about it.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we got 20, 25 minutes to talk about this episode, okay? Because we can do it because we are professionals.
All right.
This is episode what 22?
22.
What's it called? Missing While
Missing
What?
While Playing.
Yes. Let's get into this episode. Yeah. Oh, so this episode, Jamie got snatched up by a crazy leader. And y'all know, as that was happening, we had another diversion of Don and his past coming in to the office. He had another case going on with Mike, with the FBI agent used to work with or whatever. Mike and his I guess his wife Desiree is missing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so they came in the office kind of hot. Don, he punched the mess out of Mike because he's the reason that Don was missing 3 years, took 3 years of his life. I guess that was
That's crazy.
got him captured while they was on this I guess mission or whatever. Yeah, so Don's still hot about that, and they're just trying to talk him down and talk him into helping Mike to find his wife Desiree, who was missing. So yeah, so that's another case going on, and we also trying to get Jamie back from Crazy Lena, trying to figure out where he's at. They had a ping from Jamie phone back at the house, at Margaret house. It was on his bed, his room, and she took the paper. I'm like, what did you hiding in your coat, girl?
Is that the same house Margaret been in this whole time?
Yes.
Why is somebody always running up at Margaret's house? Didn't Carrie run up in there and take the train? Now leaving in there, dropping off papers and phones.
Listen. These people do not have security. M&A don't have security. I no alarm system, nothing like that.
Just all up in your stuff. Okay.
Yeah, Margaret, she got an open door policy. I don't know what she got going on, but yeah. She folded up the paper, turned out to be the paper of Lena want Gabby to sign this confession and trade for Jamie, but that's not a guarantee, right? Because she still can harm the boy, and it's just to give Gabby to confess about the Sir kidnapping. And she also wanted her to say that it was her mastermind of kidnapping Lacey when she was a teen. That was wild. I'm like, okay, you tripping. So what are y'all thoughts on that alone?
So they was getting ready. Lena and her brother, they was going to try to bring down the hammer, the almighty Thor hammer on Gabby when it came to all these confessions about her kidnapping and Sir and all that. They was going to bring it, but thankfully Gabby necessarily didn't go for the bait all the way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was all Lena, though. I feel like Sarah's like, I'm going to just happily sit here. And Lena was plotting and planning and scheming, drawing up papers. But
yeah, so what else happened? So Don said he can be able to work 2 cases. I'm like, okay, Don, you think you a Superman, but okay. Also, we get to see who Desiree is. She's this woman that Mike met, I guess, when his other wife, Michelle, was battling cancer. They was in this group together, and he remembered. Then time went by, they came reconnected. So not too long ago, so they got together and got married. And they found out she did leave a message for Don, because Don she wanted Don to come to the wedding, but Don like nah. But she always kept in touch with Don after all these years, even though he doesn't want nothing to do with Mike. So that was sweet. And she had cancer. She got in remission. So she's missing. And he just need help to find her. And yeah. So they did at one point with her case. They saw she got in contact with an ex-boyfriend, an I guess a college roommate or something. Somebody, and I guess she was they went to go track down these people because it seemed like she's going on this apology tour or something, and she found out tracked down the ex-boyfriend because according to Mike, it was a tumultuous breakup. It was really bad how they broke up. So they tracked down the ex-boyfriend, said yeah, she stopped by, apologized how the way she broke up with him and stuff like that. And she slept on his couch for one night because it seemed like she wasn't feeling well, and he thinks she's pregnant. And I was like, when he said that, I'm like, I don't think she would be pregnant because he described the symptoms. I'm like, it couldn't be pregnancy. It could be her, her cancer is, kind of came back into form. So what are your thoughts on that whole situation? Right there with the whole, what's her name? Desiree and Mike's situation. Did y'all even care about this case?
I did, only because it's was like a link to Don, and I'm always interested to know what Don got going on because
Lawrence looking like what?
Lawrence said not so much. Get somebody else to do it. He could have had a V8.
And I've said this before, but 22 episodes, we're not gonna care about every single case, and care about this case because, like Ms. Kira said, the only thing I really was concerned about was a link between Dawn and Mike, and that's no disrespect to Desiree, her condition, everything's going on with her mom. Her mom working voodoo magic, whatever, but
not voodoo magic, chat.
Yeah, this case for me, it was. It was so. But again, we get a chance to meet Mike, who we knew was going to pop up eventually. I was thinking maybe in season 3, but introduced him on this last episode. So
no biscuit.
Yes, Mike caught that 2-piece real quick.
2-piece.
Okay.
Extra jelly.
Well, this was better. This was because I feel like most of the cases after we had the first half of the season were better. The second half. But I think this one was better than that one we had with the whole family. Like, because how you snatch it? That one irked my nerves. So,
Right.
Oh, okay.
At least with Desiree, we had the link with Mike and Don to give us a little something. Give us something.
Yes.
Yeah, I felt more connected to it because of Mike and Don and everything that was going on. I was like, okay, we get a little bit more, Dawn backstory and having something personal connect to him where he feels obligated to this, but he's also like, yeah, I can still help with Jamie too. And I was kind of like, okay, are you sure you can? Because child, you about ready to kill this man.
Okay.
And it was like, the stakes was high, the emotions was high. Gabby was like, each one of y'all go to y'all damn separate corners, get it together.
That part. Yeah. So I just want to get that case out the way, to be honest. Like she reconnected with her mom. They saw the bracelet that what's his name? Mike was wearing. I think Zeke found that out because Don had left Mike at Zeke's house talking about watch him stay here. I'm like, well, if he could just run out the door because Zeke is not running out
he wasn't running away. The people was looking for him. They had him all over TV.
Like Mike could just run out the door whenever because Zeke is not running after this man. I just thought
right.
about that.
And it's funny that they always kind of have Zeke babysit.
Right.
He ain't going nowhere. He ain't doing nothing now.
Yeah, but still, he can't keep nobody there. They can just walk out the door and then that'd be it.
We're gonna give Zeke a little taser, give him a little before they get outside, slow him down a little bit, drag him back in.
Yeah. One crash spot. If anything happens, Zeke's spot. You know what I'm saying? He's a single man anyway, so
Zeke's daycare.
Huh.
Yeah, he daycare. That's right. That's funny, hilarious. But yes. So her mother found her. I forget. They did mention that her mother gave her up. I guess she know her mama said she was a baby or something.
Mm-hmm.
Something to that effect. I was like, okay, then her mom was a doctor or something. Mm. And they, noticed the bracelet. Well, Zeke found that out, and her real mother had her all tied up and getting her some natural remedies and herbs and stuff, and to kind of find out this lady is allergic to cinnamon.
Because why would you not ask that when you're given anything that you want to put into your system?
That's why she was looking horrible. Worse. Coughing. So they took her to the hospital and, they reunited. And Mike think it was still all good between him and Don. Don said, no, not just yet. One day.
I'll get back to you.
Right.
I don't want
I did 3 years.
3
years. I got you 3 years. No. Yeah, so that was that case. But get back to the whole Lena and Jamie of it all. Mm-hmm. They did do and then it was the father. The father was irking my nerves. I was like, yo,
how Daryl.
This is Margaret Wheelhouse. Like this is her niche. Like this is what she's good at. She wants Jamie back too, but he was irking my nerves. He was doing side missions, making the videos and stuff. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. when he did the whole not press conference, but when we saw that video, I was like, oh my god, what is he doing? Listen, I don't care what kind of story arc. If we do get season 3, I don't care what kind of story arc they give Jamie, Daddy. I will never like Jamie Daddy. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I mean, at least this time he cared about Jamie, because the last time he was like, I'm gonna go make a sandwich and take care of the girls. Like, he'll show
make
up
a sandwich, go take care of the girls.
Yeah, he definitely.
To make you on mute. You'll mute.
I don't know what's going on.
Oh, go back on mute. It went back on mute, Tamika.
On and off.
Is you double tapping it, Tamika? Oh my God.
Oh Lord, the computer's doing what it want to do. Go away from her. Leave her microphone alone.
And then it's funny. So why Tamika work on Mike's situation? Yeah, so yeah, the dad was getting on my nerves, and it was unnecessary. He was doing his own thing, and he did out in Margaret about that what Gabby, that Lena want Gabby to sign for the confession of it all. So I ain't mad that he outed Margaret. It's just the way how he went about it. It's like, okay, we get it. You just got Jamie back like 2 days ago. Like, we get it. And Margaret had him for like a whole month. So we get it. But trust me, Margaret want him back, so just follow her lead and stuff. Like, eventually they calm him down. He had to follow her lead and stuff like that, because she got him straight together. Do you remember what she said to him, Lawrence?
I know there was a conversation, and the father, Daryl, good old Daryl, was like, my son is missing. And she corrected him quickly. And she was like, our son is missing. You know what I'm saying? She laid her heart on the line, expressed her frustration about the whole situation with the dad and how he's been just not really in the picture. That's all I really remember from it, that Margaret spazzed out, and I believe spazzed out too.
Tamika, you got any thoughts about the dad?
Now they showing them the mic is on mute, but he on mute.
Wow,
we can't hear you.
Seems like she got the mic off, but it's like
it's showing her talking.
Yeah.
But we can't hear it.
That's weird. You want to drop down, come back up? Okay. So yeah, you got any thoughts about the dad, Miss Kira? Did he get on your nerves?
You know I'm fool with that daddy. Like I said, I was kind of at least glad that he cared about Jamie this time, but it's like you went from 0 to 100. You went from not giving a what to making videos on the IG. Fine, sure. Okay, Daryl.
Yeah. And then they did a vote when they found the paper that that Gabby supposed to sign. They did a vote. Should she sign it or should she not sign it? And I think Margaret was the only one that said no. She should not sign it. But everybody else said, Gabby said yes. And then some of them that said whatever Gabby feel like she wanted to do is her call. They're gonna roll with it. So yeah. I low-key think Dara was creeping on Margaret back in the day with the nanny neighbor, because he already seen checked out from the marriage. I wouldn't be surprised, I wouldn't be surprised if he was creeping around while Margaret was going to the bus station.
Oh, absolutely. He was
getting preoccupied.
He was getting his rocks off somewhere, like, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Oh yeah, without a doubt, he definitely was getting somewhere. Yeah. But with hopefully everything is working out. But with After he did that, they course correct. They did the vote, so Gabby is not signing. Then Gabby did go to Sir to the at the jail prison to approach him about Lena and stuff, and that's when he made that diabolical line talking about how she is his. I was like, she is an object and not a person, and how he need to get his sister in line, like call her off, like because it seems like he's calling all the shots as we gather, because he's by the phone and stuff, like he calling all the shots from prison. So of how to handle Jamie. He said if he behave, he won't get hurt. And then they did a press conference with Margaret, Gabby, and the father back there looking stupid. Oh, now we can hear Tamika. She's here.
Yeah, we hear you.
You got any thoughts on the daddy?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on tonight. But I was saying that at least the dad, he was annoying. He's been annoying since the freaking beginning. But I said at least he was trying to, care about his damn son finally and be there and be involved and be at the office. But I was like, what's the point of you being in the meetings and they letting you have the vote? And for the most part they're telling you everything, even though Margaret did hide that damn paper and that pissed him off too. But but I'm like, then you go behind their backs and do exactly what against them of what they trying to work with. And I kind of appreciated that he was around, because then he got to see a different side of Margaret, how she works, and she got to put him in his place and say, listen, this is my damn wheelhouse. I do this, you don't. Let me do what I do. Watch me work. I said, okay, sis, break it down for him. And I think he started to have like more respect for her and see that, okay, this is not the same Margaret I love, because she told him this ain't the little, weak Margaret that you knew from back in the days.
Right.
I'm different now. And even when she was doing the press conference, you could see him about to come up and hold her or whatever. And Gabby was like, gave him the hand, like, nah, she good. So I appreciated that. As far as Gabby going to see Sir, we already know the game she gonna play. That was funny because I think it was once Margaret told, no, not Margaret, it was Heavy Boots told her what Sir said while they was at, or was it Dawn? No, it was Dawn. He said what Sir told her at the hotel, and she was like, wait a minute, that's from a book, and okay, so it's Lena Lena and him that's kind of in cahoots. So that's right. When she went to see him at the jail. And he talking about, I don't want to leave with Lena, I'm trying to leave with you. I said, Gabby, you already know what time it is. That did make me chuckle, but I was like, sir, we ain't got time to play games with you.
Gabrielle, right. You will always
and every clue and every note, even the note with Lena left on Jamie's bed, his room, was a clue from a book that they read.
And that's how they always communicate. It's crazy how they communicate through literature, these books. Like it's insane. They was going back to season 1. That's still how they was communicating through books and literature. Crazy.
Because Gabby know all
she got one hell of a memory, child. Because I'd have been like, that's from
right. She went like, that's that book, and the character name was Lena.
Right. She just started reciting off stuff, and then I don't know if I'm jumping ahead, if that was the same time. We could kind of already see that she was about to have some other plan, because she gave Heavy Boots the letters to give to everybody. I was like, Gabby, stay right in the damn letter.
Oh yeah, she be prepared. She like, be prepared. Make sure you got all her ducks in a row with all her M&A family and stuff like that before she make a move, or in case this move was made. So yeah, she's always tried to be prepared at all aspects when it comes to her M&A family. Even Heavy Boots, he wanted to talk. He took the gun out the holster. Yeah, he knew it was serious. He said, he want her to be open with her. She was open, so she's still waiting about that guilt of. He said, because she think this is all her fault. Well, she is kind of in the center of, because what she did was Sir, kidnapping Sir and all, brought Sir into their lives, and it's affecting everybody's life in one way or another.
Yeah, but Trent basically told her, "Listen, we have forgiven you. Why can't you forgive yourself?" And she's still wrestling back and forth with the sin that she committed. In the previous episode, we saw her talking to I think a Jewish rabbi or something like that, and
Yeah.
her confessions then. So she's still wrestling with this whole capturing of Sir. Like, it's, even though the team has rallied behind her,
Mm-hmm.
a lot for her to deal with on, I don't want to say on her own, but it's still a demon she's trying to fight. Put it like that.
I
It just
agree.
shows her. It just shows her character because, to be perfectly honest, Sir was lurking around in the background before she even had him kidnapped. So,
And she knew it too.
mhm.
Because she know when he been somewhere like M&A or in her place.
Mhm. He was lurking around, seeing what was going on, and I feel like he was willingly captured. You know what I'm saying? Because he definitely wanted to be there
Mm-hmm.
and could have left. So,
Yeah, he then could have left. We seen that. He went
We
right back
seen
down
that,
there.
right? Right, roaming in her
Mhm.
place, such her stuff,
Mhm.
and then go back downstairs. Boy, that's crazy. But yeah, so they did a press conference, like I said. Margaret laid out a message, a clue for Jamie about the turtle.
Mhm.
How is the what's it say, deceptible intelligence or something slow, but how he used to what she say about the turtle, how he when he was little.
Something about them being his favorite. I think they could always adapt to any situation. Something along the lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. And they deceptible intelligence or something like that.
Mhm.
So she did that press conference because, mind you, Lena is, because he was like yelling
crashing
and
out.
trying to, yeah, he was crashing out while he was tied up, boy. Then Lena is playing it on her phone, the press conference, and rewinding it back and forth and just listening to it, and he heard what Margaret said. So
And start to
and then that's when
rocking
he
like
calmed
everything gonna
down.
be all right. His little
And
hymn.
that's when he calmed down, start right humming and him, and I was like, okay, Jamie.
Jamie was like, "Oh, I do have the power of a turtle," and we know what happens from there.
Right.
Right.
Like, okay, Jamie.
And the
And then
funny thing was, she thought she was going to, oh, you didn't know. Like, she was having this gotcha moment and telling him something to make, Gabby look bad or whatever the case
Right.
may be. And she's not smooth. I mean, the craziest Sir is, you not smooth like Sir Miss. And you can't get over on nobody. Like, he was making her feel like, oh, for real, and like he was mad, like, oh, you understand, and they all the same. And she really thought she was doing something, but he just did that to, to tear her so he could get up and.
She thought she had a friend.
I was like, she dumb as hell.
Jamie, he realized he had to play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, he had to play the game because he just heard his mom drop that gem.
Yeah.
In the press conference, and so yeah, and then I think Sir started to lose his mind after the press conference and stuff like that. Well, he did. Let's be honest, because he was messaging Lena at the same time about do not touch Gabby. Do not do nothing to her. And she was not responding, even though she heard the press conference as well. And he was kept calling. Then he called Heavy Boots. I'm gonna pick up. Pick up. So it's like he was getting frustrated, and then I think the battery died or what have you. Through the phone, guard came in. The guard looking like, how did you get that phone? Because them folks had no phone.
Right. He was like, never mind that. What?
Right. He act like he is not in prison. That's the crazy part, the way he be talking to them. I was like, oh my God. But yeah. Say they cancel or pause. Yeah, it's a good show.
Pause.
But yeah, so we saw Sir lose it, and then we cut back to Jamie did eventually get caught free from his chair. And then he had Lena at gunpoint, and that's when the crew came.
I got a little nervous.
How did they find him? How did they find them again? I forgot. Just that quick.
Some kind of clue that Gabby had left. That's why Sir was trying to get in contact with Lena to stop Lena from going. Because Gabby left the clue. And that's how they ended up meeting up. Remember she went to the school?
Oh, because it was at the school. They was at the school because she did. Yeah, they was at her high school where Sir was teaching and where she went. So yeah, so they was at the school. Interesting. And she told her that Sir was never gonna leave with her, and how the book went. The book they was talking about how it goes. And she said, but she is not going to take out a victim because she called her a victim. And you just realize that she was Sir's first victim. He like groomed her and stuff like that. And basically the whole mom thing, he protected her from her mom. So I'm guessing she took out the mom, or somebody took out the mom. And like, Sir just been protecting her. So she would do anything that Sir says. So she is a victim because he groomed her, he made her this way. He taught her everything. So yeah, she's the first victim. She don't see it that way. Of course she won't see it that way. But she would just let her know, like, he was never gonna leave with you. He was gonna leave with me. And
that's hot. Knew she was mad. What you talking, Gabby? What?
Right.
I was hoping it's gonna get the tussling in, but no.
Yep, they went back to where all the
y'all hear me?
School.
We can hear you.
Yes,
now.
we can hear you.
I don't know if it's me.
Okay, because I don't know what's happening with this. I know I'm supposed to feel sorry for Lena, but I did not. I still wanted Margaret and Gabby to put hands and damn feet on.
Right.
Listen. I wanted one good old cat fight between Gabby and Lena.
Yeah, I wanted that too.
They gave us a monologue. I mean, it is what it is, but I was hoping for a cat fight, not a monologue. But
I mean, they had open space and opportunity. In my opinion, one good. She need a 2-piece like Don gave that guy Mike.
Oh yes,
you could want to. What's suffice? I wouldn't be mad at it. So yes, because Lena, she deserved it. Because
somebody
she really did it for her brother.
They needed Gabby to bring out her brass knuckles one more time for Lena.
Right.
Yeah, I think young Lena took Mommy Dearest out.
I believe
her probably just set the fire. Yep, I forgot it was a fire to cover up the whole thing. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So
Lena been that.
Yes, Sir didn't help it. Go woo woo, and we know Sir is a woo woo because the way he be talking to Gabby, like she is his, and like he be trying to be like a psychiatrist or a doctor or something, trying to help people, but you can't help yourself. The Lulu. Yeah, so she just said he was never gonna go with you. It was always gonna be me. And she gave her a choice because she had the blicky, and she took the cartridge out, and she said, you can either go out the back door or chase after me, shoot me, whatever. But Gabby walked away. I'm like, Gabby, you brave. Because it was one in the chamber. It was still one in the chamber.
Yeah.
And you was strolling. You weren't moving that fast, baby girl. And you didn't look back.
And she be wearing heels too. I'd be like, nah. So yeah, she walked out the door, and sure enough, Lena was right behind her with the blicky. But little did she know that outside was the popos. The building, the school was surrounded. Okay. Yep, and that was the end of Lena. And then we see Gabby making a press conference,
I knew she was going to do that.
admitting that she was a kidnapper of Sir. She held him for what, 8-9 months, and yeah, so baby. And then we saw Sir sitting on the floor full of tomato paste. What you say, Tamika?
No, that's she didn't have to.
I can't hear. Is it just me?
Tamika, you sound robotic. You sound like a transformer.
I'm gonna need that computer or internet to get his act together. Come on now, let us be great. Leave alone.
Let us be great. Exactly. Why she dealing with that?
Yeah.
India Garcia said, "How did you all like the ending?"
I think I'll say this right quickly. I think they left the ending to your own personal, open imagination. Right? Some people believe that Sir is dead. Some people believe that he's alive. You know, I think this is how they wrote it. And a lot of times they'll do that in shows where they'll write it so you can form your own imagination with it. Me personally, I think he's done for. I think he's
really.
I think Sir, he's out of
here. I was cool with it because it would have with the news of the cancellation or the pause. I was kind of annoyed, but to me it was like the perfect setup for season 3.
Yeah.
So it's cool, with what we're gonna do now that Gabby's confessed and now that he's laying in whatever he's laying in on the floor. Where do we go from there?
Yeah. So, the ending for me, I was shocked. Well, I wasn't shocked I was shocked by Sir laying on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was going. Well, he couldn't fight his way out of prison because he had to fight a lot of guards. To make it out the door. I could see him like I think we said earlier, him faking his death and all, and trying to get out of there. In my opinion, because he wants to be with Gabby so bad. I don't think he would take himself out. The only time I see him take himself out if Gabby is gone. He might go to the upper room. Well, he think he's going to the upper room with Gabby, but
that's not how you get there. How you get there? That's what I said.
Gabby's better than me because I would have been tussling with Miss Lena.
Sure. Getting a good tussle on.
A girl fight. About to throw them balls. Come on.
Because my whole thing is when we get this season 3, like if we take out Sir, what we fixing to do for the whole season?
It's gonna be a who stab you?
Like who shot JR?
Oh no,
or that power with them last couple of endings that drove me crazy.
Oh no,
everybody's perspective.
That does set up a very good question. With Sir potentially being gone, what's gonna be the next villain type story they're gonna have? Lena's locked up. Wherever they go at, we're trying to get a villain on the show. You know what I mean? Like Trent's daddy, maybe, or something else like that. That's one of the biggest questions probably that's out there right now. Like, what would be season 3 villain? Who would it be? How would they set that up?
Oh, her internet cutting up tonight. Oh, okay. That's okay, Tamika. Yeah, we don't be up here too much longer. Yes.
Sometimes too.
So, India Garcia said, "I'm 50-50. Hugh is either dead or severely injured unless there is some long lost identical twin."
Listen, come on, identical twins. Since now some people saying Christian going, some people saying Christian ain't going, but
that's giving Adam from All My Children. They used to do that with Adam, I think. He had a twin, and sometimes they'll pretend to be each other. It's weird. If y'all old heads out there watch All My Children back in the day, y'all know what I'm talking about.
I used to. Erica Kane and them.
Yeah. DeMarcus, where you come from? I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, why is he? Hey. Thank you. I made 3K. Thank you. Look, I don't be, sometimes I don't be watching. I feel like if Hugh is there, I felt like it would have been more of last season.
Like the final season, yeah.
I still think Trent Senior is Sir Daddy. He might have tried to take you out. I want to know how will he be his daddy. I want to know.
I don't know. Look, I would be interested in how they set that up.
Right.
I'd like to see
I
it.
need to know how they connect. I need to see how they connect.
I mean, we don't know who his daddy is, so.
So you think he had an affair with the mom?
Who is the pappy? We don't know.
Season 3 scenario.
Yeah, season 3. It's a lot that could be done in season 3 and so forth. To be honest,
people do have side babies. You got Lena and Christian and Sir. It could be another little, I don't know, half brothers.
Yeah, that would be crazy if Trent and Sir are half brothers. That would be insane.
Madeline client. Yeah, that'd be insane. That'd be. Whew. Man, I think Heavy Boots will lose his mind for sure.
Yeah, I mean it's about 15 storylines. Dude, man, it's at least 15. I was just thinking about it the other day.
Oh yeah, that was like basically end of the finale of season 2. Oh god, Gabby confessing, and we got Sir on the floor and ketchup. Yeah, so man. That's where we at. That's where we at, y'all. I hate to see it. That was really much the end. So Lena is captured. Hopefully she stays locked down. Hopefully we'll have a season 3 coming somewhere on streaming.
Yes, please.
Yes, please, somebody. And if y'all see any petitions out there for Found to come back, y'all sign it, okay?
Yeah, I know more than one like out there with like Claws. I say, yeah, don't drop the ball with this one like y'all did Claws. Now, come on. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah, Claws on TNT. What was that, TNT?
I think so.
Or something.
They had a petition for that one too.
Oh, USA was one of them channels they was on. Yes, hopefully. Because I really enjoyed it talking to you guys, even though we are missing some people with Aries and Candy Love. Shout out to Candy Love because she put this together. I wish she was here. Hopefully she watched this, but yeah, I wish she was here so she get her little few words in. But hopefully, you never know. We might come back together and do season 1, maybe. Or do something else until season 3 comes back. We're gonna put that out in the atmosphere that season 3 will come back. But yeah, so shout out to them, Aries, Candy Love, Tamika. You saw who was up here. She had technical difficulties, but she stuck it in with us as long as she could. Her internet allowed. So yeah, we are getting ready to get out of here. Wait. 5K signatures for the petition currently. Okay.
Need 100,000. Need 100,000.
And which it's so many out there though. Like how you know?
Right.
That's why I said
I think the one that's linked to that Found one on IG. I think that's the one she's talking about.
Okay.
Like there's one on Twitter and there's one on Facebook that's separate. You know what I mean?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like.
Okay.
Oh God. So yeah. So any petition you see about Found, just please sign it because we're trying to get this back, like they did with 911 and stuff like that. Yeah. So before we get out of here, make sure you're subscribed to everyone's channel. Hit the like button for us. We greatly appreciate it. And also, replay gang. Let us know your thoughts and feelings on the season finale of season 2, and what are your thoughts of this possible cancellation? How do you feel about it? Because it sucks. Hopefully we'll see it on streaming soon. Lawrence, can you tell the people what you got coming up on your channel?
Yeah. So I just want to say before I even start, man, it's been fun, with you ladies doing this NBC Found panel. We've been going at it for so long, and I hope we can continue to do it in season 3. It's just been an honor to do this panel with you ladies. And I did my review of this episode of NBC Found. Make sure to check it out. Also, if you're watching the #1 show that's currently streaming on Netflix, I'm talking about Forever, make sure you check out my review on that. I had a ball with Isha breaking it down. Forever, #1 show currently on Netflix. Check out my review. And again, I hope I can come back to this panel with these ladies. I don't want this to be the end of NBC Found. I love the show so much, the cases, the characters, and my thoughts.
Yeah, yes. Miss Kira speaks.
Yes. DeMarcus, listen, I don't know. So what had happened was, and I done missed Raising Kanan.
Lawrence like Portia too.
And now we at the end of the road. So the Never Ever Met. We got to catch up tomorrow on the panel. I'm probably gonna do a live at some point, pop up to just wrap up Raising Kanan 10, the 2 that I missed. I don't, do y'all care? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a pre-recorded for those, but a live to wrap up the season finale for that. Also, a pre-recorded for Forever will be coming. I'm not sure the days. Put your notifications on. Never Ever Met is definitely tomorrow, and probably Raising Kanan tomorrow. Keep your notifications on for Forever, and then we got Roja on Wednesday.
Yes, ma'am.
And just stick around. Keep your notifications on. See what I got going.
Yes,
I'm gonna
just
be probably
make sure
picking
you
up that
subscribe.
BT Plus show now that Found is done for now, and Raising Kanan.
Divorce Wives.
Yes.
Divorce Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah. I'm definitely will be checking out Divorce Sisters. That's on BT Plus coming in June. We got tomorrow the Never Ever Met panel, and I definitely gonna do Real Housewives of Atlanta. Yes. Thank you to Mika's Den. Yeah, make sure y'all check her channel out. She had a live about Raising Kanan. They had a discussion panel about it, and she does another reality show that I don't care to. What's it called? Love Island, Love About the Lockup. I was supposed to list all the love shows. She do one of those shows I cannot do. Love About the Lockup. Yes, I cannot do that at all. But make sure y'all check out her content as well. Also, no, I did not do the Shy yet. I was thinking about doing a little quick video on the Shy. But yeah, like I said, Real Housewives, Never Ever Met, Beyond the Gates, my weekly recaps for the Black Soap, and I'm glad I got a season 2. So shout out to them, because it's hard out here for these shows that's on these networks for real. I'm not gonna hold you, so I'm glad to hear that they got a season 2 on CBS Paramount Plus. So it's good to hear that. And also, what else that I want to do? I think that's all I could think of right now. So just make sure y'all subscribe, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live or when I upload something. And with everybody up here upload go live. So yeah, Raising Kanan is over. So I did a first reaction on that. So check that out. For that terrible season finale of Raising Kanan. But yeah. And thank everyone for coming through chatting with us for every week that we do this Found panel. We greatly appreciate you guys for coming through chatting with us. MVP goes to Indiana Garcia because she's on it. Okay. She come through with the theories and on it, and talk about the articles, and this is what they said was gonna happen. She will let us know. So we greatly appreciate her and everyone else who joined in on the conversation of the show found. So yeah.
Kim K is gonna be in it. Okay.
DeMarcus, you would just point that out. I'm not even gonna put it on the screen. Thank you guys for coming through, and hopefully you'll see us soon on a different talk about something else for a different show. Because I like working with these guys on this show, so hopefully you see us talk about something else, especially with the Lawrence report. He's the only guy. He's sticking out with us ladies. Yes,
that's right.
And shout out to the one who brought us together, Candy Love, Aries, Miss Action. So yeah, shout out to them. So we are out of here, you guys, and we'll see y'all the next one.